Hi everyone and welcome back to Biocoders. So what this problem states? You are given an integer n and you need to return how many digits are present in that particular integer. If you consider this example 779, there are 3 digits. So your answer should be 3. So if you are given any other numbers like 51, then your answer should be 2 because there are 2 numbers. So how we can solve this problem? To solve this problem, you should know some basic math. That is, if you divide any number like 51 by 10, and if you take the remainder, that remainder will be the last digit of that particular number. In this case, it will be 1. So to get the remainder, we will use modulo in programming. If you do the modulo for any number by 10, you will get the last digit of that particular number. So this is what we are going to use to solve this problem. And now I will consider this example 779 and let's see how we can solve this problem. So if I take 779 and if I do modulo 10, I will get the answer as 9. So this will be my last digit when I consider the number 779. So now I got the last digit. But next time I need to get this 7 and after that I need to get this 7. How I can get? If you closely observe, if you are dividing 779 by 10 and the remainder will be 9. And if you divide just 7 by 10, what will be the remainder? Obviously it would be 7. So how we can do? So if we consider 779, once I got the last digit 9, then if I divide 779 by 10, I will get the answer as 77. So if again I will do the modulo operation on this 77 by 10, I will get the answer 7. So now again I will do 77 by 10. Now I will get 7. So again I will apply modulo operation on this 7. Now I will get the answer as 7. And again I will divide 7 by 10. So now I will get the answer as 0. So if you see, when we started, we had 779 and I did modulo of 10. So I got the last digit. Then I divided that 779 by 10 and I got the answer as 77. So I again did the modulo on 77. So in that time I got the answer 7, which is the last digit of that 77. So again I divided that 77 by 10 and I will got 7. So again I applied modulo on that 7 and I got the answer as 7. So again I divided 7 by 10. Now I got the answer 0. So what we are doing here? You can observe one pattern, that is we have started from the original given number and we did the same operation doing modulo and dividing the number until the number becomes 0. That is what we need to do. So if you are see, when you are did the modulo, you got the number. So if you are take any one variable to keep track of how many digits we got. So when I got 9, I can say like if I take count, which will be initially like 0. So when I got the first digit in by doing the modulo operation, I can say count plus plus. Then again in that operation I will divide by 10. Then again I will do modulo operation. In that time I can say plus plus. I can again increase the count. So again I will doing modulo operation, and again I will do the plus plus. At the end, when the number becomes 0, we have the value in the count which will be equals to the number of digits in that particular given number. So this is what we are going to use to solve this problem. So how we can do the solution for this, like in the code, how we can implement? So simple. What we are doing here? First we are doing the modulo operation. Then we are doing the division operation. Till where we are doing? Till the number becomes 0. Obviously we need to use the loops. So here we don't know when we need to stop the loop. So for that we obviously need to use the while loop. So I will say like while what we are given. If you consider this as n, like n, then I can say while n is greater than 0. So what is this question? It is just saying us to give them digits in the particular number. Whether it is necessary to keep track of what is the last digit or need to check what is the last digit. I think there is no need. We just need to return how many digits are present in a number. So what I can see. Obviously I will keep one variable count. Okay, c is equal to 0. So what I will do? Every time when I iterate on the loop, I will just increase that c. Each time I will divide n by 10. So if you consider this one, what is happening here? When n is greater than 0, we are increasing the c, which is a count, and also we are dividing that particular number by 10. So here we are not doing the model operation. Why? Because we don't need to keep track of what is the last digit. We just need to return how many digits are present in a given number. So what is happening here? So if you are consider the number which I took before, like n is equal to 779, then what will happen? This loop, obviously n is greater than 0, so this loop will run. So what is the first one? That is c++. Now c will become 1. Then what we will do? That is 779 by 10. Okay, we need to assign this one, sorry. So I can say n equal to, sorry for the mistake. So n equal to 779 by 10. What we will get? We will get 77. Again loop will iterate. So now condition is whether 77 is greater than 0 or yes. So again count will increase. Now c become 2. So again this division operation will be run. So now the n is 77. So again 77 by 10. What will get? Now n become 7. And again condition will be checked. Yes, 7 is greater than 0. So we will increase the count like 3. And again we will divide 7 by 10. And what we will get? The answer will be 0. So again the condition will be checked. Now 0 is greater than 0. No. So loop will terminate. And what is the value we have with 3? That is 3. So this is our answer. So this is the way how we can solve this problem. So now let's code this solution, and if you want to try this problem, the link will be in the description. So first I will take one variable to keep track of the number of digits. So I will say it is count, which will be initialized as 0. So then I will just run the while loop. So here it is x. So when x is greater than 0, so what we will do? We will just increase our count and we will divide that x by 10 and we will assign that result back to x. So this is our algorithms to solve this problem. So at the end, I will just return this count. So let's run this one. Yes, alt escape pass. Let's submit this one. So what will be the time complexity of this solution? So if you clearly observe, the loop is learning until the n is greater than 0. And each time we are dividing n by 10. So we can say that time complexity, that is DSA I will take, is big of log 10 n. How I can say this is log 10 of n? Whenever there is a loop, it is depending on the division. In that time, the time complexity will be in the log. We are dividing by 10, so it will be log 10 of n. So if you are dividing n like by 4, time complexity will be log 4 n. This is the time complexity of this solution, that is log 10 of n. So what is the space complexity? We are not using any extra space, so the space complexity will be constant. That is big O of 1